And so to the very north of Europe for round 2, the international Swedish Rally. Mild weather in the weeks before the rally meant there was very little snow. It was, though, cold enough to run the opening spectator stage around the frozen canals in the centre of Karlstad, the host city. It was pretty cold in the forests too. Sweden's Thomas Rodstrom led the rally after stage 2. Sainz was joint fastest on the next stage, so took the lead for the first time. Mäkinen won the rally last year, so started as favourite. He was quickly up to second place. Colin McRae and Nicky Grist, meanwhile, were in 4th place at the end of the morning. Kenneth Eriksson's won the event twice, and he led after stage 4, taking the lead from Sainz. Armin Schwartz and Denis Giraudet began badly, thumping a rock on stage 2. But tyres were the main worry at Ford.
Well, it's always discussion about tyres. You have to decide which type of tyre, which type of studs. Usually, before it's special stage, it's always the same discussion.
Halfway through the day, Thomas Rodstrom gave us one of the strangest pace note instructions of the year.
Open and tightens with house.
House? What house? Ah, that house. On the longest stage of the day, 44 kilometres, Mäkinen could only manage 6th fastest. Arriving at the service area, Mäkinen wasn't happy.
I suppose we didn't have quite correct tyre. We lost plenty of spikes and we lost also more than half a minute for Subarus.
Sainz didn't suffer as much as Mäkinen through that long stage, but even he wasn't the fastest.
I went with a little bit too long start and we lost some time, so we tried a different tyre and it was not so good.
The honour of setting that fastest time on the stage went to Colin McRae.
It felt very good, but the last maybe 10 kilometres we lost all the studs, so maybe Tommy lost the studs before we did.
But his tyres were even worse than yours.
Yeah, I'm sure. It must have been to be that big a difference.
But it quickly became obvious who was the crowd's favourite. Not McRae, but his teammate. At the end of leg 1, Kenneth led the rally from McRae by 7 seconds.
He was aiming to be fighting for the lead, and of course it's not much, it's 7 seconds to Colin, but I'm very happy with my result today.
Early morning on day 2, and a rude awakening for Mitsubishi.
The selection mechanism for the gearbox had some small fault in it, and we couldn't select any gears.
At the moment it's all right, and we can continue, but unfortunately 1 minute 20 seconds is a very long time.
The rally leader, Kenneth Eriksson, meanwhile, was coming under pressure from his teammate.
40, höger 3 minus.
Colin McRae began the day in 2nd place, but set the fastest time on stage 12 and took the lead for the first time.
With this much rain and the high temperature, I don't know how long the ice will last, but it's certainly very soft now, which is making tyre choice difficult again.
But the Subarus weren't having it all their own way. Sainz set or shared fastest time on 3 of the first 4 stages.
Para derecha buena tercera. Para izquierda buena tercera, era poco.
His teammate Armin Schwartz, though, wasn't going so well. Again. Thomas Rodstrom was caught and passed by Mäkinen during the morning, and he dropped to 5th as a result. Mäkinen was on a charge. He and Seppo Harjanne moving up to 4th place.
Oikein miinus kiristyy. vasen plus ja koho oikein.
But with all those penalties, surely they'd never be able to catch the leaders. Ahead of the Mitsubishi was Ericsson's Subaru. He dropped to third, his challenge fading.
Carlos has been driving very well today, Colin as well, so I will try. 26 seconds is not impossible.
McRae had a so-so day. He led the rally until 2 stages from the end of the second leg. Sainz, though, took the lead on stage 17, then extended it on the last stage of the day. 12 seconds separated the Ford and the Subaru at the end of day 2.
Colin, myself, Tommy or Kenneth. I think everything can happen tomorrow.
Day 3's 6 stages would decide the rally.
Ahí va. Calenta. La Santi izquierda rápidamente unos pocos tareas de tierra. Un grado más.
Uwe Nittel wouldn't repeat his Monte Carlo result. His rally ended in a tree.
Plus lang. In 3 minus.
Schwartz finished a disappointing 6th. Thomas Rodstrom, competing on his home event, finished 5th. McRae taken the lead again, but it wouldn't last.
5 right plus light. Into 6 left.
Frustrated?
Yeah, a little, yeah. It's to go from first to fourth, bad news.
Tommy Mäkinen was also trying a little too hard.
Oikein täys.
For sure, we were trying at least 150%, and it was a bit too much on the one place.
Almost unnoticed amidst all the excitement, halfway through the final day, Kenneth Eriksson had been fastest on 3 stages and led. Tyre choice was still concerning Carlos Sainz, and he looked happy enough with 2nd place.
Well, I'm trying my best. I cannot do better. You know, we have done a couple of mistakes today on the tire choice, and that has cost some seconds. Maybe still I'm missing some experience.
So a delighted Kenneth Eriksson could take his first win of the year.
Very fantastic for me, for the team as well, and of course also for Pirelli. I mean, really winning the first time since 1975. They have done a lot of development with the tires, the starts, everything worked perfectly. Very, very happy.
It had been a terrific drive by Eriksson to reward Subaru with their 2nd win from 2 starts. It was a narrow win, but it was enough. Mäkinen, meanwhile, had held off the challenge from McRae to finish 3rd, with confirmation of Rodstrom and Schwartz rounding off the top 6. In the Drivers' Championship, after 2 rounds, Sainz now led from Liati and Eriksson, but just by 2 points. In the Manufacturers' Championship, those 2 wins from 2 starts meant that Subaru led from Ford.